the grey man does whatever a grey man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now, a video from Grey Man. A video from Grey Man.
Hey, it's blogging time again. Let's show you the rest of these Aquaman. Matt Woods, that's the small channel shout out. I'll just say it now in case I forget it by the time I've gone through all these. I probably will. So Matt Woods is the small channel I'm going to shout out later on. Alright, so let's have a look at show you some of these Aquaman. I think this is where I got to. Yeah, this is the one. This is the series where he loses his hand and has a harpoon hook for a while. Yeah, Peter David. It wasn't a bad run, this one. I quite like a bit of Aquaman. I'm not too sure where my other run of Aquaman is actually. I have to hunt that down. I've got another run of Aquaman. I should put it all in one box, try and get it all to live together. That's what I need to do. I need to sort out like some stuff in short boxes. I need to find like a long box for them so I can put all my Green Lanterns in one long box, all my detectives in one long box and that kind of thing. It's yeah. I don't know. Sorting comics out is a pain in the butt. I can't really buy any more. Oh well, yeah, I am. You know, I shouldn't. In fact, I've just I got some today. Someone on Facebook was selling the new run of Lois Lane and the new run of Jimmy Olsen, and he was selling them for £1 each. Whereas they were like £3.50 or whatever if you bought them, you know, straight away from the shop. So talk about savings. It's not the full run because the full run hasn't come out yet. But I'll get, I think it's the first 9 of Jimmy Olsen and the first 8 of Lois Lane, and I'll try and pick up the other 7 comics in the runs when I get a chance. See if I can get them cheap as well. Someone appears to be hammering. Here's Dolphin. I hadn't heard of her at that point. I think she was really a very small bit part thing. I think she was a showcase, and I don't think she was featured again until this run. I don't know if she's back to being alive again because she got killed during I keep saying Acts of Vengeance, Day of Vengeance, is it? When Spectre went mad, and destroyed Atlantis, and Dolphin died, and her child, because she had a child at that point with him. With Fathom, he used to be Aqualad. They had a child together, and Dolphin and her child died. But since then, I think that was before New 52, wasn't it? Yeah, it was before New 52. I don't know if she was reborn in the New 52 or if she's still in a relationship with Fathom or what the score is. It's been a couple of years since I've, it's got bloody hell, it's coming up for 7 years now since I've regularly bought modern, comics. Can't afford it anyway. Hey look, that's what Aquaman looks like. Not this dark-haired chap who stole my look, but this is how Aquaman looks. That Jason Momoa, he just like, how can I be Aquaman? Oh, I know, I'll model myself on grey, on that grey man geezer. Obviously not as good looking or as tough looking as him, but I do my best. He's not a patch on wet bloke. Anyway, I should put my wet bloke video at the end of this. I should put a link for it for wet bloke, so they can finally become the viral masterpiece that it always should have been. I do talk some rot, I must say. Shark attack! And here we've got Swamp Thing. Looks like he's about to twat Aquaman with a barrel of toxic waste. Toxic wasted. Aquaman's regressing into a more savage Atlantean person, and he seems to be able to fight with Poseidon. Certainly a Poseidon, whom gods destroy, it's got to be Poseidon or Neptune. depending if it's the Greek version or the Roman version. All hail the king! Aquaman! Some nice fishies. Some nice fishies and some squiddies. Suppose that must be all they eat down there in Atlantis. Fish and seaweed. Their staple diet. Yeah, he's swimming with the fishes again. Fatal repulsion. I believe that's Dr. Polaris has grabbed hold of his hook hand and he's trying to get him to rip his own face off. Aquaman, till death do us part. I think that's more traditional Mira, isn't it? When she's trying to kill him. Yeah, she went. Yeah, I think she spent more time trying to kill him than she did being his wife, I think. Because after their son died, there seems to be a lot of death in the baby death. A lot of baby death in the Aquaman universe. Alright, so his son Arthur and Fathom's son, I don't know what they called him. But both died, didn't they? Seawolf, hungry for your soul. And Mira went mad after their son died. And basically tried killing Aquaman at every opportunity. Not quite sure where she was laying the blame on him. Pretty sure it was Black Manta who actually killed his son. Yeah, that watching the Aquaman movie and Black Manta's father dies. Was that actually originally in the story of Black Manta? I can't say that I ever read that before. Or was that just invented for the sake of the movie? I think it was invented just for the sake of the movie. But I could be wrong. Looks like he's fighting Poseidon again. To the victor goes the throne. This is an interesting one. You've got the old style looking Aquaman and this runs more savage Aquaman. The bearded Aquaman. As someone with long hair who has occasionally gone swimming, I've got to say long hair is not good in the water. Because whenever you emerge from the water or do anything in the water, it's literally like your face has been attacked by squid. It's like, I can't see. You're trying to pick the good hair off your face when it's all wet. So I'm not too sure long hair would be very good in the water, to be honest. And if you was underwater, which I'm not sure if they're underwater in this picture, if you were underwater, your hair would be up in the air. Well, not in the air, but be streaming up above you, really, rather than like being behind your head. Like Tempest Rage. He's had enough of fighting Poseidon and now he's fighting Aqualad, who is now known as Tempest. And then we have Aquaman from the future in 1 million. This is the 1 millionth issue of Aquaman from the year 85,271. November 85,271 this issue is from. Wow. Aquaman number 50 is a more humble kind of milestone issue than 1 million. That's a point. There's 1 million. Do we get 50, 49? Yeah, 49, then we get 1 million, then we get 50. So it's I thought maybe they might put that in place of one of the other numbers, but they don't. There's a 1 million, then there's a 50, 51. Yeah, you got things like that sometimes. You got the 0 hour as well that comes in at some points, didn't you? Right, 52. And the final issue in this one: who's busier, Aquaman or Superman? I need to find where my other Aquaman series is. Right, a couple of annuals. Year 1. from 1996, Legends of the Dead Earth. It's kind of like an Elseworlds, but it's an Elseworlds where the world has died, or is it near death, or yeah, that was the idea. So it's like Elseworlds, but all of a similar story. Although the annuals across the year didn't tie in at all, there were different visions of an end of the world kind of scenario, or a Dead Earth scenario. But yeah, that was still a good concept. Then the Pulp Heroes one, where they were all done in a more, I don't know, Doc Savage kind of style. Yeah. The covers were also like old pulp fiction, pulp magazine kind of style. Right, and then number 4, Ghosts was the theme of that year. I think that was across all the annuals, and I think it was like ghosts from the past coming back to haunt the heroes. So could that be Mira who's come back for him, or possibly might have been Atlantis. Maybe Atlantis was dead at that point. You never know with Aquaman. Atlantis seems to come and go. One minute he's the king, next minute he's not the king, then he's the king again. And why did we ever stop you from being the king? And then he's kicked out again. Lots of the stories do kind of get a bit like repetitive. You're not repetitive, repetitive. Not repetitive isn't boring, but recyclical. They recycle the stories a fair bit. You got the same old tropes going on, like Ben Grimm. Oh, he doesn't want to be the thing anymore. He gets turned back into Ben Grimm. Oh, why can't I be the thing anymore? Because I'm no longer strong. Yeah, that kind of thing. But anyway, I'm out of here. What was the name of that person? Was it Matt Woods? Was it Matt Woods? I'm going to put his link up in the corner so you can check him out. Go and slap him up. I think he's got less than 80. Oh, I was going to talk about my podcast. I was going to bring in my laptop and read you a list of all the bands on this week's podcast. Yeah, I can't be bothered. None of you are interested anyway. And then you might get some amusement out of some of the interesting names that the bands are called. Anyway, if you want to check out my heavy metal podcast, High Speed Hangover, number 345, the link should be down below. You can go and check that out. You know, and if you like heavy metal, you want to sign up to my Patreon, then by all means do so. You get an extra exclusive podcast every month. Anyway, I'm out of here. Cheers for tuning in, and until next time, may all your news be good news.
Go and sub up Matt Woods. Check out if his videos are any good. Sub him now I say, or I won't know what I'll do. I'll probably shoot you with a bazooka.